Hello, everyone. This is the lesson on basic introduction. So we're just going to be learning some conversational phrases for introducing a friend to someone else. So we are going to start our dialogue off with hi, hello, and hey. And of course, we already know that hi and hello, these are kind of the formal greetings in English. And hey is just going to be a bit more casual. So when you see your friend across the street or nearby, you can call it, and you have another friend with you that you want your other friend to meet, then you can call them out by their name. You can say, "Hey," and of course, I'll just use my name here. "Hey, Joe." "Hey, Joe." "Hey, Joe." Or "Hey, Kevin." Or "Hey, Lisa." Or "Hey, Jerry." If you can just call out to them. Um, and then you have your friend, and if you have a friend with you that you want to introduce, you can say, "This is my friend," and then you can state their name. So if you're introducing me to another one of your friends, you could say, "This is my friend Joe." "This is my friend Joe." Or "This is my friend Amy." "This is my friend Lisa." So it's just very common to just say, "Yeah, this is my friend." Now there is a more formal way to say this. Say if you're introducing your boss or maybe your parents, you can say this phrase right here: "I'd like to introduce you." "I'd like to introduce you." And then of course you want to say, "To my friend." "I'd like to introduce you to my friend," and then you can say their name. "I'd like to introduce you to my friend Joe." You can also exchange friend with words like maybe dad. Maybe you are introducing your dad to somebody. "I'd like to introduce you to my dad." "I'd like to introduce you to my mom." Same thing works with this sentence. "This is my dad, Bill." "This is my mom, Lisa." So I would just say this one's a bit more casual, and this one's gonna be a bit more formal. Then of course, when you meet somebody, you can exchange a pleasantry, just like a light greeting of some sort, and that's usually "It's nice to meet you." "It's nice to meet you." "Hey Joe, this is my friend Lisa." And then I would say, "Oh, it's nice to meet you." Now I can also say, "It's a pleasure to meet you." "It's a pleasure to meet you." And now another pleasantry I can give them is, "I'm happy to meet you," or "I'm pleased to meet you." "Hey Joe, this is my friend Lisa." "Oh, hi Lisa. It's nice to meet you." "It's a pleasure to meet you." Now another greeting that you can give to somebody is "How do you do?" "Hey Joe, this is my friend Lisa." And then I can say, um, yeah, I can introduce my name. "Hi, I'm Joe. How do you do?" Um, "Hey." Now, another pleasantry that you can tell somebody that you've just met for the first time, and this is very formal, you don't have to say it, but let's say your friend introduces you to another person, then you can greet that person by saying, "Hi, hello, hey, hello, Kelly," and you can ask them, "How do you do?" This is just a very formal greeting. You don't have to say it. This is really just for formal introductions. And there really is no answer to the question. there's no formal answer to it. But this is just a very polite greeting, a very polite and formal greeting. So you would introduce me to your friend. Hey, Joe, this is my friend Lisa. And I would say, oh, hi, Lisa. How do you do? I'm Joe. And then Lisa might say, oh, it's nice to meet you. And then I would return that greeting. I would return that pleasantry with, it's nice to meet you too. So we're just using to because it's an additional feeling. So Lisa says, it's nice to meet you. Then I will say, oh, it's nice to meet you too. So just remember like the number two kind of, because you're saying it twice. And then of course you can say, oh, I'm happy to meet you. I'm happy to meet you too. So yes, you can just pass around the greetings again with introductions. It's a lot like just greetings there really is no standard pattern, but typically it's nice to meet you comes along with it. And if you're introducing a friend, you can say, this is my friend, da-da, and I'd like to introduce you to my father, Bill. So either way, either sentence, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Okay, so now we're going to continue the conversation with basic introduction. So we've already introduced the friend and we've already kind of exchanged some pleasantries. This is just a continuance of the conversation. A lot of times introductions are very just simple. You know, this is my friend Joe. Oh, nice to meet you, Joe. Nice to meet you too. But if you want to extend the conversation, you know, have some small talk, you can ask the person, where are you from? And they can ask you, where are you from? So where are you from? I'm from Korea. You can say, I'm from Korea. I'm from America. I'm from England. It doesn't always have to be a country either. It can be a city as well. So, where are you from? I'm from Seoul. I'm from New York. I'm from Los Angeles. So, you got several different ways in which you can answer, where are you from? So, I think this one is used a lot in introductions to new people. You will ask them, you know, where are you from? Oh, I'm from here. So yes, and then another question you can ask to your friend, how do you two know each other? So you're asking how your friend and this friend that they have introduced you to, you're asking them how they know each other. Now, if someone ever asks you this, you know, how do you two know each other? Then you can answer with where and then, you know, who. So there's a few different, you know, you can say we're childhood friends. We're childhood friends. You can say we're coworkers or we're roommates. Or, you know, we're elementary school friends, or we're high school friends, we're college friends. So that's just all you gotta say is, you know, who this person is to you, who this person that you consider a friend is to you. So that's all that you're answering here. So yes, basic introductions. This is pretty straightforward stuff. So that is going to conclude this lesson on basic introductions, and be sure to check out your lesson wrap up. We'll go over a couple of more tips, and yes, that concludes the lesson. Thank you for following along.